Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the brand new series on my channel called Predator's CAW Workshop, CAW Workshop for short. In this series, we'll be going through and making custom superstars full length, no sped up time lapse like I used to do. Full length with you guys. Sometimes we'll be doing it live streamed, and we have some more plans for this coming up, like creating Joey Ryan, the villain Marty Skrull. That's going to be fun. I always love creating him in these games. But today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the torn tights. So a lot of you guys have been asking for a tutorial about the ripped tights that I made for Nick Stevens. And this is just a really quick one. Usually these videos won't be this short, but today we're going for a real short one to start off with. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. As you can see here, we have one complete pants leg with a design on it. And on the other one, we have a torn texture running down. And real quick, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So we're going to press B, go to clothing, lower body. Then we're going to pull up our wrestling tights, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the tights completely, just so I can show you guys better how to do it. I'm going to go and go to appearance, and I'm going to delete these tattoos too, and there we go. Now we'll go back to clothing, go to lower body, then we'll go to wrestling tights, go to generic. That's what I always do. You don't have to go to generic, but it's just what I do because it's one color. Don't have to change the colors on every single thing. We're gonna go ahead and make them black. Again, don't have to do this because your texture is gonna cover it up completely. But again, just something I do nonetheless. That way, if I want to decrease the opacity, then it darkens whatever design I'm putting on the tights. So we're gonna go to images, custom, of course. I'm all the way down. So again, I have a bunch of logos on here from when I downloaded Charlie. So that's what all these other logos are. Go ahead and click on the text you want. Apply switch mapping, and you're gonna get it as best you can. Again, that looks pretty decent right there. Not gonna emboss it or anything like that. Then we're gonna want to do the pants leg real quick. Hurry this up along. And again, I always go down to edit because I'm used to 2K17. There's no like apply and edit one. I don't think there was. All right, we're gonna try to match this up a little bit, and I think right there is about it. I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. No, maybe not. Where is that at? Okay, I think that. Fuck it. You know what? I think that might be good enough for me. Was it good enough for you guys? Actually, it's a little too long. Actually. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Now that may not look seamless, but right now we're gonna fix it real quick by putting down these custom images I had specifically for Nick Stevens. I have so many logos on here, it's not even funny. All right, where are we at right here? Where are we at? Where the fuck is it at? How far up here is it, guys? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lay this down because again, it just makes it look nice and clean. Switch mapping, of course. Then we're gonna go down with it a little bit. And where's it at? Where's it at? Gonna take down the signs a little bit, lower it down some, right about there. Not gonna emboss it. Go back to images. Okay, it's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Go to that, apply, and this time we're not gonna. By the way, if you're looking at a logo, it's a lot easier to just hit switch mapping once you get it down on the leg. Because if you do it before, you're gonna have a tough time transitioning because it's very finicky about what it allows. All right, I think we're almost. All right, we really. What the fuck happened here? Jesus Christ. Am I good? It seems almost right. Nope, not even close. Not even close. What if we do this? Nope. What the fuck happened here? All right, I think we're gonna have to settle for something along the lines of this. And damn it, it doesn't look great. It does not look great right now. I'm being honest. You know what? Good enough for me. For the purposes of this video, it's good enough, and I'll settle for it. All right, so once we have this, see we have the tights all complete, and that's all you're gonna do with the tights. You're gonna press start confirm, appearance, and here's where you actually put the whole thing together. Go to the bottom. You're gonna go to body tattoo, and I believe the one I had exposed was the left leg. Go to images, custom, of course. And go to scroll down to the one we want that matches our design. And right up here we have, going to go ahead and switch mapping, by the way, because that way you can get all the way around, don't get any blur, It doesn't look like your dude has some kind of like weird translucent pants leg on him, which will come out looking really fucking weird if you do that. Alright, almost there. Almost got it. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Alright, I think that's about good enough length. And we're going to emboss it in just a little bit because I like to look like it's kind of standing out against the leg. That's good enough. 7's good enough, to be honest. And once we back out of this, we are left with this, your final product right here. And if I do say so myself, it actually looks pretty decent. Again, I think that I like this version a lot better than the original torn tights I had made for Nick Stevens. But real quick, I'm going to give you guys one more example of another guy. Okay, as soon as I'm back out of this, I'll give you guys one more example of some other cool torn tights you guys can do using underwear instead of the half leg and then half torn. Alright guys, so here's the other guy I was talking about right now. As you can see, I already have the knee pads set out, so that's the texture we're going for. So again, we're just gonna have them some regular trunks. Also, already made them black because I gotta have the trunks black. I gotta have the color underneath black, just in case the opacity. I know you don't really have to do that. It's just something I do every time, and sometimes I honestly forget that I do it. Alright, we're gonna hit that, apply, again, switch mapping. And right off the gate, I think first try looks pretty good. Not going to fuck with the opacity right now. And we're doing good on that one. We're going to back out. Appearance again, lower body. And this time, instead of doing left leg, we're going to do both of them. That way, you know, we have the torn effect on both legs, making it look somewhat decent, in my opinion. All right. Apply, switch mapping. Okay, gotta shrink this down so much. Okay, almost there. This is taking some time. God damn. Alright, that looks good enough. You know what, to make it look a little bit different from Nick Stevens, we're gonna do it a little bit more like that. Turn it a little bit. Turn the emboss up to about, let's see, about 12. 12 will do it for me. And that looks good enough. Right leg. We don't want both legs to be the same size either, because if you do the same size, it looks less like a tear and more like some weird sequenced fabric you guys is dealing with right there. This is like, it just looks weird if you have them both the same size. Or actually, yeah, just, you know, if you're going for a complete tear effect, then you're gonna want like you're gonna want different sizes on both ends and different rotations on the logo. All right, we're almost set up. This time we're gonna go a little bit far out with the tears along the leg, right about here. I think that's good. Emboss up to, I think we had it at 12. Yeah, I think we had it at 12. All right, 14 is good enough. Fuck it. All right, confirm, back out, and what we're left with is this right here. So this is like basically like a punk rock dude who I guess is really into hunting. I don't get the purpose of this attire. But again, this is what we're looking at right here. This cool tight tearing effect. Very Buddy Murphy. If you guys have seen his attire on 205 Live, he has some really sick ones just like this. And as you guys can tell, the logos right here, they're really intricate. And they're not too difficult to make if you have paint.net. And actually, I'm going to show you guys how to make these logos right now. Alright guys, so just a really quick tutorial on how to make the logos I was just using in the videos to make the torn tights. So real quick. Basically, to get this starting shape right here, all you have to do is Google search torn fabric PNG, and it should pop up. This one should be one of the first results. All you have to do is just load this into paint.net. I'm going to add you a new layer over top of it. You're going to go to your pictures, pick out a good texture you want. I believe I'm going to go with fire. Just feeling very, very Seth Rollins right now, I guess. I don't know. You're going to open back paint.net. You're going to paste your flame, that's what I said. Alright, so that looks very, very grainy, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. Again, place it over it all the way, deselect. We're going to go back down to your thing. We're going to press magic 1. We're going to hit shift, hold down shift, and right click so we can select everything that isn't the torn fabric. Then we're going to go to edit, invert selection. And it's just my way of doing it. Then we're going to click back on the flames. Actually, you know what? I fucked up. We don't invert the selection. So we're going to invert the selection back again. Then we're going to hit delete. And what that leaves us with is this torn fabric of whatever pattern we choose. So just to give it like a little bit more prominence, we're going to hit bevel object to give it a little bit more of a 3D look. I'm going to turn it down to black a little bit. That's a little too much. Right now it looks like a cheese pizza. Alright, so if you want, you gotta have cheese pizza along his legs. This is a great way to do it, you know, in case you're building a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle who has dove deep into a Papa John's. I don't know. Then we're gonna go to object, and we're gonna hit outline object, and we're gonna decrease the strength by a little bit, and we're gonna turn up the outline radius a bit. Again, just to give it more of a 3D effect once it's applied to your guy. And so this is what we're left with right here. You can go ahead and delete this layer, the original layer you had. Then you're gonna go to File, Save As, and we're gonna go to I'm gonna go to my picture usual file that I usually save my stuff in. I'm gonna enter in whatever name you want. This is good enough. Let's see, anything you want, just letters. Make sure you save it as a PNG. This is very important because you want to keep your background transparent for WWE 2K. Otherwise, this was all for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. All you have to do is save it at that point and you're good to go. All you have to do is upload it. And by the way, whatever texture you make for the tear, make sure that you have another logo of just the texture. That way you can apply just the texture to the tights or the underwear or whatever you're using. And then you could do the tear on the tattoo on the legs. Or you could also do this for t-shirts. I imagine like you can do it along the shoulder. Again, there's all kinds of cool things you can do with this. A lot of cool things you can do once you figure out how to do certain things in the game. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it was a little helpful. Probably not too much helpful, but that's okay too. I'm just saying. So thank you guys very much for watching. We're back again with another CAW workshop video. I'll be teaching you guys how to do certain things, creating guys with you, and giving you guys a little insight into how I create my custom superstars. Thank you guys very much for watching. Once again, don't know how many times I'm going to say that. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I do all kinds of WWE 2K content. I try to get videos out once a week. My upload schedule is not very regular. I wish it could be more like one of the guys I watch, Decker. He has a great consistent upload. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. How many times am I going to say that? God damn, I am losing my mind right now. All right, guys, Preditor out. See you next time.
Super Kick Club before life.